Do you think you've got a Velcro baby, a toddler or baby who feels like they want to be permanently attached to you? Well, guess what? Most of the time, it's totally normal and it shows that you're a really big deal in their life. But what can you do about it? And also, what might you be doing that's actually making things worse? Today, I'm going to walk you through 4 simple things that you can start doing from right now that's going to help you raise a confident, happy, resilient, and securely attached child. Stick around for number 4 because it might really surprise you. Okay, so tip number 1 is to know what to expect and what's developmentally normal. Knowing that this clinginess, or sometimes what we call separation anxiety, is normal really helps you give your child what they need at different stages in their development. And it's really important to remember that this behavior, this wanting to be close to you and near to you, is actually them just trying to communicate something to you. So they're saying, heck, I'm overwhelmed. I can't survive in this big wide world without you. I need you to help me feel safe. So we know that it's a totally natural and normal survival instinct for babies and toddlers to want to be around their main caregivers, those people that make them feel the safest, and for them to get upset when they have to part. There are certain times in a baby or toddler or even a preschooler's development where they can be more clingy and where separation anxiety is more of a big issue for them. And these times can include in earlier development, so between 8 to 12 months, babies develop this awareness that we call object permanence. And that means that they start to realize that you exist even if you are no longer in their visual vicinity, that if you still exist even when they can't see you. And that's a really important developmental skill, but it makes them think, Mummy or Daddy, where are you when you're not with me? I want to be with you. Toddlers can also experience heightened separation anxiety when big things are happening in their world. So, for example, when they're welcoming maybe a new baby brother or baby sister and the order in the family is changing a bit. Maybe perhaps when they're starting childcare, that can be a really tricky time for them. And also again, with starting school. So you'll notice at those times, perhaps more clinginess and more getting upset when they're not around you. And that is completely normal. And tip number 2 is to start really slow. It is way, way too much to expect that your baby who has a real secure attachment with you is going to be completely fine if you leave them with someone they don't really know for an extended period of time. That is not what we would expect. We'd expect them to be not okay with that. So what you want to do is really just start by leaving them for only very short periods of time. And this might be just while you go to the other room to fetch something. And there are things you need to do every time you leave them on their own. Firstly, you want to tell them where you're going and give them a really happy face. You don't want to show that you're scared or that they need to worry. So you might say something like, I'm just going into your room to get your nappy. And you might need to talk to them from the other room. So just saying, I'm just getting your nappy and your rash cream. I'm coming back now. And when you come back, telling them, I'm back. And then greeting them with a smile and getting on with whatever activity you need to do. And when you're getting started, it's important to keep things the same every time so that your little one can learn what to expect and that they can trust that you're going to be back when you say you're going to be back. So you want to get them started with an activity that they enjoy and keep your goodbye really short. Tell them where you're going, when you're back, and give them a nice, warm, happy face as you leave. And they very well may cry. But that's okay because you're talking to them with warmth and care and kindness, and you're always keeping your promise. You'll be back when you say you're going to be back, and that tells them, hey, I can trust you. I can trust what you tell me. Okay, that leads us to tip number 3, which is to always, always keep your promises. So you never, ever, ever want to just sneak away. And though it may feel tempting to do that because you think, oh, they'll get less upset, what happens is they do still get upset when you're not there, and they learn, oh my goodness, Mum might leave at any moment, so I better really stick close to them. And it can actually make that clinginess and that separation anxiety even worse. So always be clear about when you will be back and relate that to something your child can really grasp. So it might be like, I'll be back when you wake up, or I'll be back after lunch, and always keep that promise. Okay, so we're on to tip number 4, and this is the one that I think is so critical, and that is to avoid labeling your child as shy or as clingy. And I've used clingy a lot in today's video because I think you can relate to that, but I would never ever use that language around my child, regardless of their age. It doesn't matter if they're only 8 months or if they're through to 4 or 5 years old. It's so important never to label your little one as clingy or shy. And this is because what you say to your child, they will believe to be true. And they will tell themselves that. Oh, Mum says I'm shy, I must be shy. Behaving in this way is the way I behave, and I'm just shy. Imagine instead saying to your little one, what do you need from me to help you feel strong and brave and confident? And if you've got a baby, they won't understand. So think about what their response might be. What do they need from you right now to help them feel strong, brave, and confident? What you will find is that other people love to label your child. Oh, she's very shy, or oh, he's so clingy. And it's super important that you have words in these situations that help your little one hear the positives and the truth. So if someone says, oh, he's so shy, I would say, no, he's not shy at all. He's just observant. He's checking out what's going on right now. If someone said, oh, she's really clingy, I would say, no, she's not clingy. This is just new for us. By doing this, you're helping your child have a positive outlook and you're reframing it. So you're reframing it in a positive way, and you're also thinking about what do you need from me to help you be okay right now. And that will be different things for different kids. It might mean going slow. It might mean help breaking into an activity and asking to join a play situation. It might mean needing a special soft toy or something that makes them feel connected to you if you're not there. Remember, you're the adult. Your little one is learning what words they need to use, learning what they need in social situations. So be that person that helps them find what they need to be strong, brave, and confident. I'm hoping that last tip really has got you thinking about what you can do when your little one is telling you, hey, I need a bit of your help right now. If you have found this video useful, please give it a like. It helps so much, your likes, your subscribing, to get these videos out to other parents who are just like you, who want to find videos that give evidence-based, warm, kind advice about how to raise confident and resilient little ones. If you found this video useful and your little one is maybe starting school, starting a new transition, then check out my video, which is all about starting school and using social narratives to support your little one in new situations. And for a whole set of new ways and strategies to help your little one learn sounds, first words, early sentences, and even baby sign, check out my online course. It's called Talkable, Babies and Toddlers, and I will link to it in the description below. See you next time.